Here we go, baby. Here we go. This one was a real aerial acrobat. Oh! Well, I'm setting out on a smoky day. To get there, you go to East Glacier and turn left on Highway 49. Today I am hiking to Medicine Grizzly Lake. Now keep watching because later in the show, I show you exactly how to get to this incredible lake. Now please give me a subscribe and share this with your friends. Do you know that I have over 10,000 subscribers? I got a beautiful award for the 10,000 subscribers because they said only 10% of all channels make it that far. Now I'm trying for 25,000. So quickly and painlessly, punch that subscribe button for me. If I was a niche channel, I'd probably have even more subscribers, but part of what I try to impart to my viewers is my zest and love for life. All of it is in the spirit of adventure and discovery, but I have a lot of different playlists, and you'll just have to find what you like best. I've got a really cool grizzly encounter playlist. I have had more close grizzly encounters than any living person I've ever met, and I've got many other ones on there too, including my buddy that got attacked and almost beheaded by a grizzly last week. Then I've got my Bigfoot channel. I tell about my encounter in Incredible Bigfoot 1, and I've interviewed face-to-face 43 people from all over the place that said they've seen Bigfoot with their own eyes. I have some great Glacier Park content where there's 26 bears that I and others have filmed in their own habitat. This Hidden Lake show is one of the most beautiful you will ever see. And I've got some stunning goat footage in 4K in that one. Regional interest, what's a huckleberry? I take you up into the wild huckleberry fields and show you the guys even with machine guns guarding their patches. The story of the Hungry Horses, the Hungry Horse Dam. My music, I have played in 37 countries. I show you some of those concerts and music videos. And I even do some motivational and inspirational teaching. Not to mention rodeo, I have this insanely popular Indian relay race where a guy gets seriously injured. It's unbelievable. And some great bull riding. I have some really awesome football content. My son Abe, he was one of the top running backs in the whole nation. He was being recruited by Stanford. After he tore his ACL, he ended up playing for the Penn Quakers with Justin Watson that's on the Chiefs. There's travel and adventure stuff, stock market stuff, all kinds of different playlists. So find the playlist that you really are interested in and check it out. I like this area of the park. It's the Blackfeet area, and you can almost still hear native people singing in the wind. I have been doing a lot of off-trail hiking and something a little more sturdy. This is more of a speed hike on trail, so I'm going to go with my light on. Well, it's 10:34 a.m. and I am leaving with the hope of catching a fish there. A windy day as usual here. I have now hiked 1.79 miles and the vistas are beautiful, although it's very dry. There is a pretty impressive nest of some kind. This is near where Jeremy and I crossed in epic hike encounters 5 Grizz last spring. Here is a significant rub. My guess would be elk or moose. It's at about 4 to almost 6 feet. I'm probably about 4 miles in. Well, my GPS battery died. I don't want to put my new ones in unless I really need it. So here is my first sign. Well, let's see. I've gone almost 4 miles. Okay, Old Man Lake that way. Medicine Grizzly Lake is 2 miles up this here trail. Ooh, you can go clear to St. Mary or Triple Divide Pass. That's pretty cool. There is a beautiful red rock peak or ridge. Well, I encounter my first sign of bear doo-doo here at about 5 miles. And I'm pretty sure this is bear pee-pee. So I could be close to one. More bear doo-doo, and a chipmunk was feeding on the berries in it. I didn't see much sign before. It was pretty dry, but I'm seeing plenty of sign now. And I think I'm within about a mile of the lake. And it is, oh man, look at that. Okay, now I am able to see the lake up there. It sits in a pretty bowl of reddish mountains that really look great. If I took out my binocs and glassed all these mountains, I'm sure I'd probably see something. But being alone, I don't really want to see a grizzly bear up there. So I'm not glassing it. It's a little smoky, but boy, is that ever beautiful. Look at that. An awesome stream coming in. That's where the fish would be. Not sure if I'll walk up that far to fish or not. Well, it took me exactly 2 hours and 16 minutes to cover the 6 miles. I didn't stop for a break or anything. I just kept trucking. I wanted to push myself a little in case I enter a cross-country ski race or a mountain bike race. Now to see if I can catch a fish. It fought pretty good for a while, but no silver. This gal just caught a beautiful, looks like about an 11-inch fish. Is that your first one?
No, I caught it like a lot.
Oh, you've been catching them, huh?
Yes.
Awesome. Now, did he catch any or only you?
She's catching all of them.
Ah, so you better go over there by her.
Yep, I better help her out, huh?
Boy, that didn't take long. I got on my first cast. Woo-wee. It's about maybe an 8-inch. Looks like either a brook trout or a combination brook lake trout. My first cast in the girls' good spot. I get a nice 8-incher. Hit right away. Yeah, I got a pretty good one right now. Yeah, it hit pretty hard.
Oh, man. Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey. This one looks like it's maybe a rainbow.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
You hooked a pretty big one. What's your name, bro? Jacob and you? Huh? Yom?
Yes.
Oh, Jacob and Yom. They said they caught about 20 of them. That's a pretty good one. That looks like about a 12-incher.
Yep.
Nice. Well, I caught another. It looks like kind of a really hungry, maybe a rainbow? Hey, look, a beaver dam. They know the right spot for a fish. Hey, another good fighting big fish by the beaver dam. Well, I found a nice fresh beaver dam, and Mr. Beaver hasn't come kick me off, so I'm gonna see if I can catch something right here. I'm using Panther Martin. I've got a rainbow trout one on, but earlier I had a, okay. Hey, there's a pretty good one. Oh boy, I gotta keep him out of that beaver dam. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Boy, they're hungry and they bite good. The biggest one I caught was possibly 13 inches. The smallest one maybe 9. So they're similar in size. I think I might have seen Jacob back there with about a 13.5 incher. I don't know if there's any correlation between beaver and fish, but so far that's the second one I've caught on this beaver dam. Oh boy, that one really took it. Oh my God. He got away with my hook or what? That one jumped clear out of the water. That one jumped 20 feet, man. He took it and then he jumped, and as I was pulling, he must have gone 20 feet and spit the hook out. Oh, that's good fun. It's a good haul right in here. Ooh, there's a good one. He's really fighting. Oh my gosh. He made several runs that were really impressive. Yeah, just a small one. Hey, you did good. Now this is definitely a different species. This looks like either a brook trout or a cross between a brook and a lake trout, which we call splake. He sure fought good though for a little guy. If I was camping here, I'd probably eat a few of these, but I don't know. Carrying a fish 6 miles and having it slime all over my pack, I'm not too excited about it. Man, I thought that was a big fish. He really fought. I'm using a little eagle claw extendable pole almost every cast here. Oh my man. He bit and then he wanted it bad enough he came and bit again. They are hungry. It's a lot of fun fishing. Ooh, that's a good fat one. That is a nice fat fish. If I were gonna eat one, I think, whoa. Okay, settle down, settle down. I think that would be the one I'd choose. A nice fat 12-incher. So definitely a rainbow trout. And boy, was that one hungry. It bit, and then it came back and bit again. It was so hungry. You know, I've shared the gospel of Christ in a lot of places in the world. Where I'm currently ministering in Hungry Horse, Montana, is not very hungry. Man, I've been places where 200 people jump at the opportunity. Woo-wee! Here we go, baby. Here we go. It's a lot of fun, man. These fish are hungry. I don't know how many I've caught. I've definitely lost count. And my fellow fisher people I met, Jacob and Yom, they said they caught at least about 20 each. Well, it's great that the bugs aren't too bad at all. Man, look at that view. Well, a person certainly can't beat the scenery. Some of you are probably going to expand this footage and say, James, there's a Bigfoot up there at 2 o'clock. Beautiful, beautiful stream coming in. I think we must be near the Continental Divide. To get there, you go to East Glacier and turn left on Highway 49. Medicine Grizzly Lake. Then take a left on Highway 89. Then take a left after Cutbank Creek after a few miles. In my secret lake in the Missions, the further I went up toward the inlet, the bigger they got. Finally, I pulled out one at least as big as my arm, and man, I wanted to keep going, but it was really nasty country. This one was a real aerial acrobat. Whoa! As soon as I caught him, he jumped about 4 feet in the air.
Crankbait, jerkbait type deal.
Oh, okay. Is that diving?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, and it sinks, and then I'll just reel it in and I twitch
Seems
it.
like you both got the similar thing.
Yes.
Nice.
That gold one was working better
Yeah.
than mine.
Oh, that gold one was the ticket, huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
These fish are hungry. I think they'd take a shoelace.
Oh, yeah.
So you saw a bull moose?
Yep.
How far down the trail?
So that was right before the lake.
Oh,
Had a nice big set of antlers on him.
did it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, just not far from the lake at all.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. All I saw was 2 camp robbers and a chipmunk eating the berries out of bear dew. So, tell me about the growl situation.
So we were walking and like off to the trail. I don't know how far away. We heard just like sound like a growling noise.
Yeah.
And then we just heard that, and then we were like, oh, that's enough for us.
Not far from the trail?
Not too far. Mm-mm.
Wow. I did an incredible, extreme hike, harder than probably any Spartan race, where my buddy and I set a GPS course, 6.2 miles, in the total outback, no trail, nothing but rock. And I surprised a sow and 2 cubs out there, and they were bawling at me like crazy and angry. And my friend was already halfway down the mountain, but I had to get the video. I could have died doing it, but it's a pretty insane video. I do some YouTube, and it was on a video called Extreme Hike Encounters 5 Grizzlies.
Oh. It's on YouTube?
Yeah, June 5th of this year. There is a lake that I found that the further I went up to the head, the bigger they got. And that just propelled me further and further up there till I was at the very head. And I ended up getting charged by a grizzly on that lake, but the fish were as long as your arm.
Probably doesn't see too much fishing pressure. Probably like a couple guys a day, like 2 guys a day.
Yeah, there's probably not that many. Do you guys have collapsible poles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yep.
It'd be kind of hard to get up here with a regular fishing pole.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do back in Iowa?
So I do HVAC, like commercial HVAC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are. The day that I jumped that sow grizzly and the 2 cubs, it was blowing so hard that my Apple Watch told me that it could damage my hearing. So I took some of my toilet paper and put it in my ears. And oh man, we were going over solid rock fields. And as I was going over it, I look over there and I hear the sound even through my toilet paper plugged ears. And I look over there and there's 4 grizzly bears. I thought it was a whole family, but then by the time I got my phone out to film, which wasn't too good of an idea because they were about to charge, all I filmed was a sow and 2 big, beautiful blonde cubs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Up the trail further.
Oh yeah, you heard like a panting noise?
Yeah.
Did you ever discover what it might have been?
I don't know.
My buddy and I, on June 5th, we did this trail. And as we were coming about 2 miles in, we saw this turd that made my 10.5 size shoe look small. It was both longer and wider.
Bear spray, pretty much, I feel like it's just something to make you feel better. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think in the right circumstance it would do just fine, but the problem is the wind is coming right at us, and if the bear chose to do the same,
Yeah.
it would do nothing but spray ourselves. And I've been sprayed by bear spray accidentally in the deep backcountry. I had one that didn't have a safety, and I sprayed myself right here in the leg.
Oh man.
And
Pretty bad.
oh man, I took at least 15 baths in the mountain lake like what we were fishing.
Oh man.
And still it burned so bad in the tent that I was thinking of seeing if I could call a helicopter because it was really nasty. So you didn't see that last pile we walked by this morning, huh?
No, that looks pretty fresh.
Yeah. Well, it was fresh enough that the chipmunk was eating the berries out of it. That chipmunk probably thought, man, look what I found. Enough berries for get me fat for the whole winter.
These berries taste kind of off.
Right. Yeah. We found a beautiful green caterpillar.
Probably thinks my shirt's leaves.
Yeah, I think sure is Dad.